Alright, what is going on, everybody? This is Trudger MC, and today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We are not going to be taking a look at Spawn action figures, at least not yet. Today we are going to be looking at my collection of Spawn comic books. So, yeah, let's take a look at all of these. Let's start off with number one. Now, this is not the first. This is not the original number one. This is a reissue of it from 2024, I believe. So you have the McFarlane 92 image first, $1. Yeah, this is meant to be. It's basically like if you open this up here on the inside, it is basically the same as the original Spawn number one, and yeah. So we'll just take a quick look through this, and yeah, you got the original Todd McFarlane art here, definitely classic stuff, and yeah, this stuff is really cool, and yeah, it's really too bad that you know, the Spawn comics don't really look like this anymore, but yeah, so as you can tell, this is not from 1992, because I don't know what all that is, but yeah, so there you go. That is a version of the first issue. So there you go. That's from 2024, I do believe. So we have that one. And then I do have an original of Spawn number 2, though. And this is really cool. So if you don't know, this is first appearance of Violator. So we will definitely be taking a look at this. This is also from 1992. It's from June of 1992. And yeah, so there you go, and there he is, and I just think this interaction is super funny, so there you go. But yeah, so this is, as you can tell here, we got some ads here for Savage Dragon and other stuff, so there you go. So, yeah, this is really cool. So, yeah, there you go, there is Spawn number 2, so there you go. I do have number 2. And I think that is really cool. It's definitely one of my favorites. And then if we go after that, I don't have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, but I do have number 7. And this was actually the first Spawn comic book that I actually got. So this one is pretty significant to me. Oh my goodness, if I can talk. This one is pretty significant to me because this was the first one that I got. You got some really cool artwork there of Spawn with a whole bunch of guns and all that, because that's what he's about. And yeah, I think that the story too is really good, where you have overt kill there, and basically Spawn going after Tony Twist, and then overt kill after that. So it's pretty cool stuff. So yeah, there you go. You get the idea. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, we got some explosions and super fun stuff and all of that. So yeah, there we go. There is number 7 there. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool right there. So there we go. There is that. And then we do also have, after that, we do have number 8, which is my favorite cover art for the character of Spawn. It's from this comic right here. Now you might be wondering, why is that? Well, this is the McFarlane After Me comic. So basically, if you don't know, I'm sure you probably do know this, but in 1990, when Todd McFarlane was still working at Marvel, he created his own Spider-Man series, and it was just called Spider-Man, and it started off with a story issue series called Torment, and the cover art for the first issue was basically Spider-Man in this pose with like a whole bunch of webs around him. And so with issue 8, he decided, I'm going to do that same kind of thing, but with Spawn. So that's why there's the McFarlane After Me, and yeah, he did reference this in a later issue, 220 something, I don't know what it is, but I like this one because it's the first, and yeah. So there you go. And then you might be wondering, is there anything significant about this comic in particular? And the answer is yes, because this comic is the first appearance of the Vindicator. Where is the Vindicator? He shows up near the end there. There he is. So yeah, there is the Vindicator. And yep, there he is. There he is. So this is the Alan Moore Spawn comic. So if you didn't know, This is there you go, story by Alan Moore, art by Todd McFarlane. So, yeah, it's a little bit different. And, yeah, first appearance of Vindicator, and that was kind of what set up the Alan Moore Violator series, where he had the Vindicator as well as the Vandalizer, Vaporizer, and Vacillator. So there you go. And then moving ahead here, we do have number 16 here. And this one has some pretty cool artwork with Greg Capullo this time around. It's not Todd McFarlane, it's Greg Capullo. And yeah, so there you go. And then if we look through here, we do see that at first there's like, a whole bunch of stuff going on. But then at the end, you will notice somebody that shows up right at the end. And not this, even though that is pretty cool. But you will notice that somebody shows up right at the end here. So this guy, this super yellow guy, who ends up becoming, if I can show you, there we go. Yep, he ends up becoming the Redeemer, or the anti-spawn. So yeah, there you go, first appearance of Redeemer right there. And as you can see, he looks quite a bit different now as compared to what he looks like now. So, or he looks a lot different then compared to what he looks like now. You get the idea. You get what I'm trying to say. So there you go. There's number 16. And then skipping ahead a little bit, we do have another one of my favorites, 25. And if you saw my Tremor 2 review, you know why I like this one. This is first appearance of Tremor, who is one of my favorite Spawn characters. So there you go. Let's see if we can get a good picture of him. Yeah, there we go. There he is. There he is up against Spawn. So very cool stuff. And you also get some more story elements with Terry and Wanda. So very important stuff too. Check out my Tremor 2 review if you haven't already to know why I like that comic so much. This one right here. But yeah, so there you go. There's that one. And then we're going to skip ahead just a little bit to 27. And if you've seen my review of the Curse action figure, then you'll know why I like this one. This is first appearance of the Curse. And yeah, this is a pretty cool comic. I do like the artwork there of Spawn just being destroyed. It's definitely interesting, just showing him like in a moment of weakness there. It's like he's not invincible. And yeah, as you can see, he goes through quite a lot. And yeah, so we do have right off the bat, we do have the Curse. Where is he? Where is he? He should be. There he is. There he is right there. So there we go. There is the Curse. So this is a cool one. And also on the back here, it has a little trailer here, or like a commercial, whatever you want to call it, for Spawn Series 2 action figures. So I think that's kind of interesting. So it's like, when this comic was brand new, they were basically saying, it's like, hey, guess what? Stay tuned, because the action figures that we made, we're making more of them. So I thought that was kind of cool. Now for one of my all-time favorite Spawn comics ever. This is number 30. And I know that some people might see this cover art and they'll be like, that's controversial, you can't show that. Well, this comic is definitely controversial because of the guys that Spawn goes up against. And I'm not going to say who they are, but if you're familiar with this comic, then you know who he goes up against. And it's a good story. It's a good story because you see Spawn's humanity here. You see sort of his humanity of him just protecting people. And yeah, you kind of get the idea of who he's going up against there. So yeah, I'm not going to go into all the specifics there, but it shows Spawn's humanity. And it shows him like helping people out and that kind of thing. And he's not like super aggressive. It shows his human side to him. And I really like that. So that's why I like that story. And also the way that he deals with the bad guy is really fun too. So yeah, there you go. And then we will move on here to issue number 50, which is right here. So there we go. This is number 50. And what's significant about this is that this actually has 2 stories in it. And half of the story, it has 2 stories in here. So one is written by Todd McFarlane, and then the other one is by Greg Capullo. And yes, in case you're wondering, yes, this is a reference to Spawn number 1, like the pose there. So there you go. This has 2 stories in it. One's by Todd McFarlane, one's by Greg Capullo, and I like it because of that, because Todd McFarlane is my favorite behind Spawn, but then Greg Capullo is my second favorite. So it's like, I got both of them right here in this one comic. So that's pretty cool. And then we have just one more Spawn comic. One mainline Spawn comic, that is. And you might be wondering, it's like, oh my goodness, is it just the classic comics? Like, it's just the older ones? No, actually. I do have one newer one here. And this is 352. So we have 1, 2, 7, 8, 16, 25, 27, 30, 50, and then 352. So it's quite a big jump, I do admit, but there is a reason why I have this one in particular, and it's because it really shows off a new character to this world, and it's a character that I immediately liked right off the bat. And the fact that they haven't made an action figure for her yet, I have no idea why they haven't. But yeah, let me see if I can find a good picture of her. Where is she? Where is she? Let's see here. There she is. Yeah, so this is Lyra right here, the girl with the orange hair and the purple cape and all of that. So yeah, she is the way I see it is that she's basically like Raven and Batgirl like into one character. So I think she's super cool, and I think she would make like a really cool action figure as well. So it's like, please, Todd McFarlane, make an action figure of Lyra. That would be super cool. So yeah, that's why I like this issue. It's because it shows off Lyra, and she's super cool, super underrated, I would say, because it's like they don't have an action figure of her yet. Why? I have no idea. But there we go. So that's it for the mainline Spawn comics I have, but I have two other ones that are sort of Spawn adjacent. So this first one here that we'll look at is Curse of the Spawn number 26. And as you can see here, we got Sam and Twitch here. Now, what I like about this comic is that it doesn't really read like a Spawn comic. If any of y'all are familiar with TV shows like Criminal Minds, or like the movie Seven, or The Batman, or something like that, how it's like kind of a detective, like crime drama type thing with like people getting either kidnapped or killed or stuff like that, and it's like a police investigation of who's behind it. That's kind of how this story goes, where you have like this thing of like people getting hurt, people going missing, and then trying to figure out what's going on here. So there's that element to it, which is really interesting. But then you also have the other thing that I like about this is because this has such a funny interaction here between Sam and Twitch. I just think that this interaction here is really funny, and definitely shows both of their characters off really well. So there you go. I really like this comic right here, Curse of the Spawn number 26. So it's a good one. It's a good read, I would say. And then just one more we are going to be looking at here. Just one more, and if you saw my Happy Free Comic Book Day short, then you would know what it is. It is the Scorched number 3, more specifically the throwback variant cover. So if you're not familiar, McFarlane after Jim Lee. So Todd McFarlane drew this, and it was meant to be a reference to Jim Lee when he drew his cover for X-Men number 1, where basically Jim Lee drew this, only it was Wolverine right here, Cyclops right here, and then Iceman in the background, and they're just kind of doing this action pose. And yeah, so I just think it's so funny with the approved by the Image Comics Authority, and then you have like a 30-year thing with Spawn there instead of it being like a 50-year thing with Captain America on there. So I just think this cover is a lot of fun. I think it's really fun, and yeah, the story itself is pretty good, but yeah, I mainly just like it because of the cover. So good stuff. And yeah, so there we go. Those are my Spawn comics. And yeah, so if you're interested in more comics like this, like if you want to know like what do I like about all of these comics, or like if you want me to do like a read through, I guess, or something like that, I might be doing something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know what y'all are interested in. If y'all are just interested in the comics, then that's what I got for right now. But if you enjoyed this video, do be sure to leave a like, and don't worry, I will be doing, next week, I will be showing off all of my Spawn action figures. So if y'all are here for the Spawn action figures, stay tuned, because I will be showing off all of them, and that's going to be really fun. But yeah, if you want to see more content like this, do be sure to subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you feel so inclined. But other than all of that, I do hope that you enjoyed, and then I'll see you all later. Goodbye.